Hello, welcome back to the channel. Look, we've got blue sky again. I've got a motorbike with gold wheels. It's the R9T, the 2021 Euro 5, slightly updated one. I've got it in because I really like the R9T. I rode one before I did YouTube for about a month in the summer, 2019 I guess it was. And I just really liked the way it rode, the way it made me feel. It was proper good feeling, feel good bike. An air-cooled twist as you blip the throttle. It's yeah, so you know, I'm going to do a review on it in a couple of weeks, but for now I'm just going for a bit of a bimble really, take some photos of it and get it into second gear. So how are you doing? Tell me in the comments, tell me a joke. Life has been slightly sleep deprived lately, but it feels like we're on the other side of the ski slope of despair and we're coming out of the lockdown. Things have eased here in the UK a bit more today, so I can actually go and see my parents for the first time in half a year, and I think I will go and show them my new spawn. And in a couple of weeks we'll be able to actually go inside with people, but if it's like this I don't want to go inside. I want to be outside on motorbikes. It's a Monday, it's been 18 degrees. I spent the morning filming my review of the Triumph Rocket 3, which is an absolute beast of a bike. It's hard not to get all hyperbole? To say lots of hyperbole about that bike, because it is really effing good. And there's just no point to it, which I kind of love, to be honest. So yeah, I'm not usually riding these kind of slightly cruiserish, classic-y type bikes, but I guess I've booked them in because I think they're interesting and they're not my usual cup of tea. If you'd asked me 2 years ago what I would be getting in as my first press bikes, I'd almost certainly be saying a Aprilia Tuono, because that's always been the dream bike that I've never got round to buying. So hopefully I might be able to get one of those in at some point this year if Aprilia will talk to me, so that'd be good. But yeah, for now it's all about that air-cooled Boxer twin life, yo. I'm not sure if you've ridden an R9T because I don't know who you are, but if you've never ridden one of these bikes, it's easy to write it off as a slightly hipsterish retro, another retro kind of remake thing designed for modding. And I've probably ridden R9Ts more than any other press bike, to be honest. I went on a press launch of one a couple of years ago, the special edition one. I rode one before that. I've done probably a couple of thousand miles on them, and I'm always surprised by how modern they feel. They don't feel like a saggy old dad bike. That engine has got that engine's got some serious shove. I can't remember what it is, 110 horsepower, something like that. But it'll wheelie in first gear easily. It surprised me a few times out of corners. And it's a lovely engine for the road. Just for these lanes, pootling along, enjoying the sun, enjoying the scenery. The handling's really good. This one, well, I should probably say there are two versions. There are two versions of the R9T. Basically one with upside down forks and sports bike spec brakes, and most of them have got right way up forks and cheaper brakes. This is one of the latter, and it handles really well. The brakes are a bit soft coming from the Rocket 3 and its dilemmas, but it's the sort of bike that puts you possibly in a different frame of mind, possibly in a different time. You know, I'm pootling along a daffodil lined green lane, well, not a green lane, it's a road, and I'm on an air-cooled twin that sounds like an engine from a World War I biplane. I could be in the 1940s or the 1950s. I could, you know, look up and see a couple of Spitfires dicking about in the sky. It's just, I don't know, there's something about bikes like this. Often they're a bit soggy though, and a bit rubbish to actually ride. This isn't. This tips in really quite quickly. It's got a new set of tyres in it, which I'm scrubbing in, and yeah, it's good fun. It's good fun. It's not exactly like an out-and-out hooligan bike, but you can ride it proper quick. And having been on a press launch with Italian motorbike journalists, yeah, quickly found out that, yeah, they can do quite silly things, and they were wheeling and everything else. So yeah, I'm just out for a ride really. I'm going to go and take some photos of it in a place where I film my car and bike videos, just because the sun is getting low in the sky. It's late afternoon, but I think I should be able to get some nice golden hour photos. I've got my camera in my rucksack. I don't know if I've spoken about that before, but I'm a big camera nerd. I like photography and all the rest of it. It's just a hobby I've always had, to be honest. So I'm going to see what I can get photos wise of this. I think the gold wheels are an option, so they should sparkle in the sunlight. I'm forcing myself to be creative by only bringing one prime lens, a 35mm 1.4, so I can't zoom in or out, do anything fancy. I've just got to try and make a nice photo. I'll put them up and we can judge how crap the photos are. They'll probably be a bit crap. And to be honest, half of my intention on this ride is to get a little bit lost on the way there. I don't normally come this way. I'm just going to follow my nose and enjoy being out on a bike in the sun. Sorry, the front facing GoPro is vibrating like crazy. The back facing GoPro is vibrating like crazy because at idle this bike has a proper side to side chuggy vibe about it. I don't really feel it, but the GoPro does. I see lots of people using those phone cases that you attach to your bike for sat-nav and things like that, and apparently they absolutely knacker smartphone cameras because of the optical image stabilization. Your sensor in your phone is essentially wobbly and free, and being vibrated about lots by a motorbike can absolutely kill the camera on your phone. So there we go. Be careful. Right, let's get down here. Hopefully that doesn't happen to my GoPro. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this bike's only got 300 miles on it, so I should probably expect a few forced neutrals and running into problems. Look at this. Bimbalin on a motorbike. Not better in life, is there? So yeah, as I said, I've just been filming my Rocket 3 review. That'll be going up in a couple of days on the channel. Trying to be vaguely professional, but I'm not very good at being professional. I am me, and I just tell it like it is, Gav. I hate people that say that. No, I'm not an influencer. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm just a slightly grizzled journalist who, you know, can draw a line at the nerdiness and say, well, this bike might have some flaws, but it's good fun, rather than being like, oh no, I would never buy one of these because it can't do 100 miles an hour in complete comfort. It's a bollocks, isn't it? No, I think that, you know, motorbikes especially, there's so much bought with the heart, not the head, that you need to be able to make some allowances for just charm and, you know, the overall way it makes you feel, and not get bogged down in technical details. I think I said this last time, especially in the car world, there's so much irrelevant stuff talked about in reviews. If you've watched any of my reviews or on Tim Really Drive stuff, you'll realise that just keep it real. Just keep it real. I haven't even got don't even have a gear indicator on this bike, nor a rev counter. That's it. Basic motorbiking. I don't know if you can see. Hello. I've just got a clock. I have got heated grips, but I'm not using them because it's a really pleasant temperature. Again, I'm most in 40 limits at the moment, and this bike's really quite good for this sort of stuff because it's not egging you on to do silly speeds or silly things like my Hypermotard does a bit. Oh yes, I know where I am. I'm in Tesla country. Yeah, the world's been a bit strange this week. It feels like we've got a news vacuum and there's nothing exceptionally bad or good to talk about, so we're all focusing on the fact there's a boat stuck sideways in the Suez Canal, which is quite amusing, to be honest. Oh! Goodness me, I've come out in exactly where I want to be. I've only lived here 3 years. How the I'm pretty bad at navigating. Bear Green. Right, come on, Mr. Nissan Note. Little hop of the front wheels. I went up into second gear there. Okay, I'm definitely going around this bit faster than I did on the Rocket earlier. Okay, you probably can't hear me now. God, all I can smell is cow poo. Yeah, R9T is a proper quick off the bottom end. I forgot about that. But now you're probably being deafened by the wind, so you can't hear me. Right, I'm going to cut there and I'll see you in a minute. What a lovely day to be on a motorbike. Probably said that 15 times. Like, just feel your soul being recharged in the sunlight and the warmth. It's gorgeous. Right, I've arrived at my photo location. It's all super secret. Got to do the jiggly farm track of doom. Okay, I've done taking photos, I'm going to head home. Is there a more surefire sign of getting old than losing lens caps? I never used to use lens caps, now I lose them all the time. It's just in a pocket that I've already checked 3 times. Anyway, enough of my boring life, let's go for a bit more fun on the R9T. Again, sorry for wobble vision. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Pays to be nice, doesn't it? I mean, well, usually an absolute bastard, but you know, whatever. Pay it forward or something. It doesn't make any sense. I've taken the winter lining out of my jacket. I'm not wearing any base layers. I'm wearing my new summer gloves, which only cost me £48 or something. They're Racer, Austrian, and they got kangaroo leather. Yes, clutchless upshifts because there's no quick shifter. I think I've got caught up in the school run traffic. All the Surrey people collecting their little darlings from nature school, where we learn about the sexual preferences of the woodlouse. That is one of my favourite things in the whole world of motorbiking, is blipping the throttle on an air-cooled BMW Boxer engine and just feeling it kick between your feet. It's not going to knock you off. It's just a little bit of donkey punching between your feet. This is why I wish I had my old helmet with a built-in sun visor. Look at that. This bike isn't the best for standing up on, despite being the Urban GS model. It's not very GS-y, which I guess is why it's the Urban GS. I'm stuck behind the most aggressively driven vehicle on the UK highway, which is the Ford Ranger pickup truck. I've never met a Ford Ranger owner who didn't spend time in prison. I'm joking, of course. I'm just being a knob. Gotta respect the solid white lines. It really pisses me off when other bikers just overtake on solid double white lines. There's just no need, is there? There's just no need. Don't really mind what other laws you break, but that one's holy for me. Don't know why. I think it's irresponsible. It gives bikers a bad name. I'm not going to go on that tangent, that was last week. But yeah, the brakes are definitely noticeably softer than on the one with upside down fork. So if you like really sharp brakes, get to the full fat R9T, not the pure or any of the ones based on it, like this is. Sheep. Yeah, you certainly don't give much away to your mates who are on modern bikes on one of these. Certainly not in road legal speed. Certainly quick enough. It's certainly quick enough. Okie dokie, I'm about to run out of memory on that GoPro, which is, I believe, the Lord's way of saying, you're boring, go away. So yes, I'm boring, I will go away. Thank you for watching, please like, comment, subscribe. Half a pigeon down there, interesting. And I shall see you soon for probably my Rocket 3 review. If there's any other bike that you'd like me to ride, review, talk about, or fraught with, then let me know in the comments and I'll try my darndest. Thank you so much for watching, goodbye, see you next time.